फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Next. I'm Suramya Kaushik. The day 2 of the second test match between India and England is over, and it's a good day. All Indian fans had that smile on their face because what Jasprit Bumrah did is really incredible. Jasprit Bumrah's 6 for, Yashasvi Jaiswal's double ton, and India with 107 runs lead. It's a good day to talk about India's innings. It's a good day to talk about Jasprit Bumrah. But what will happen next in this test match is also very important. And for that, I have with me Vineet Ramakrishnan, live from Vizag. Also with him, I have Jamie Alder and Taus Rizvi. Well, we'll go directly to Vineet. He's been covering everything live from Vizag. Vineet, I want to know from you, what was your first reaction when you saw that delivery to Oli Pope?
Oh, just incredible. The setup, it was actually the setup. There were a couple of away going deliveries, and that ball was just pitch perfect. Tailed in so late, it swung so much. Olipov had no answer. The Hyderabad hero had no answer, and he was completely flummoxed. And one of the deliveries of the match, of the series, you could say, could be one of the deliveries of the entire year. Too early to say that, but then again, fantastic delivery, and shows the quality, the class that Bumrah has on a placid wicket. You needed the skill set and the execution levels of Jasprit Bumrah to come up with something like this, a performance like this. 6 for his third best test figure, second fifer in India, 10th overall. And, that was the thing. I mean, you needed a magical spell like this. On a flat track like this to put the batters on the back foot, and Jasprit Bumrah just delivered that in 13.1 overs. In that space, England lost 5 wickets from 114 for 1 to 159 for 5, and of that 13.1 overs, 6 overs were bowled by Bumrah, and he picked up 3 wickets. Whenever you talk about fifers, it's a case that could be a couple of tail end wickets there, but he dismissed number three, number four, number five, number six. So that speaks volumes of his spell. And again, fantastic display of fast bowling, reverse swing.
Yeah, and Vineet, you mentioned how he dismissed number 3, 4, 5, and that reminds me of a stat. We were just talking behind this camera that how it was first done in 1983, and right now it's done in 2024. So from 2024, if we go back to 1983, all these years, no bowler has done this magic, and Jasprit Bumrah has done it. After Kapil Dev, it's just Bumrah who has done this. And to talk about Jasprit Bumrah, Jamie, that one wicket, Ben Stokes' wicket, and he completed his 150 wickets in Test cricket. Obviously, it must have been a very special wicket for him. But apart from that, all the wickets that he took today were pretty special. The way the setup was done, Joe Root's dismissal, and then Oli Pope's and Ben Stokes, all the dismissals. Which one's your personal favorite? And if you can sum up all the dismissals as well for us.
I mean, when you're taking six of 10 wickets of a team that hammered you in the previous test match, you're obviously going to be very happy. Uh, Ball to Ben Stokes did keep low, and that's why we saw Ben Stokes' reaction. And this is the same way he got him out in the first test match for 70. But to do what he did to Ollie Pope, Ollie Pope who got 196 against you. I mean, it takes a genius to come up and do that. And let's keep in mind that this team was 114 for 1. Zach Crawley's wicket was the turning point, and that goes down to a really bad shot and to a very good catch from Shreyas Iyer. But the match opened up because of Jasprit Bumrah. This is baseball. This is a team which does not believe it's lost a match until it loses the match. So they were very much in the game. But what this guy on our screen came and did, very few fast bowlers. Forget Indian history. In any team's history, in these conditions, Vinny just spoke about the conditions. Not much really going in favor of a team which has to bowl on this wicket. I think it's a very good wicket. It's given us everything. It's given us a double hundred. It's given us 6 wickets from a pace bowler, and it's going to give us at least 6 wickets to one spinner as this match goes on. But for Bumrah to come and do this, like you hear him speak after the match, this is what he
Yeah.
lives for, and that lovely stat flashed up that after Sydney Barnes, this is the second best average for any fast bowler. And the guy's not even played that much test cricket. So just a remarkable player. And like Chetan said a few days ago, there was a time when people used to go out and watch Sachin Tendulkar. I encourage anyone who likes test cricket to just watch Jasprit Bumrah. I was at a mall, I had some work. There were about 18 to 20 people in that open amphitheater area just watching Jasprit Bumrah bowl. 18, 20 people in this day and age sitting down to watch a test match and a fast bowler do what he did and then clapping when he got the last three wickets. It just says what a special performance we've been privileged to watch today.
Yeah, and at a time where everybody was saying that it'll be test for Indian spinners in such conditions, and especially in Jadeja's absence, the job has been done by Jasprit Bumrah. Srini, do you think Bumrah has changed the whole setup of the match now, or perhaps the whole series?
Actually, when I was watching that happen yesterday, I was remembering the show when Chetan was around, and he has this when he begins to talk, he has this mic drop moment, and the first comment I remember Chetan like, "Ye match gaya." This was
Yeah, I
Chetan's
remember that statement.
yeah,
Yeah,
this match is gone. Okay, so like no doubt in his mind. Like, so I actually when he was saying this ना मैं उसके बाद में तभी तो मैं बोला like तूने like will be like but after that when I was thinking कि, like मैं बोला तो बात सही है, तू बोल रहा है ये मैच गया boss, how are they going to save this game unless something magical happens out there. And to sum it up, what you saw between the 25th and the 30th over was nothing short of magic.
yeah,
Jamie just said, when Ben Duck hits wicket well, I mean, like that was like you were seeing baseball at work, right? I mean, when he was the crease. But even when he was gone, like you thought England was like home, but were inside the crease. Nothing was wrong. They were like going to go hammer and tongs. Nothing was going to change. I was really thinking, this is like we're really far away from coming back into the game. But that Pope wicket boss.
yeah.
He was at a mall, he saw people. I know for a fact that that was the kind of spell that would have made you leave everything that you were doing and kind of sit in front of the television. Awesome, awesome. And well, I mean, we all know what he's capable of, and just to come and do on a wicket like this, I understand that if you're getting this kind of swing and this kind of pace to generate, and if you're like, let's say Cape Town first test, first spell, I can understand. But to do it in conditions like these, truly special. Truly special. He single handedly brought India back into this test series. He single handedly brought this test series alive.
Hmm. That's absolutely right because the way England batters were batting, especially the openers. At one point, it seemed that England might take a lead or England might get to that 400 mark at the end of today's game only. But what Bumrah has done has been totally magical. Now, after today's game, Taos, Bumrah mentioned that in India, reverse swing really helps, and one should really know how to bowl reverse. Can you help us understand and can you help viewers in understanding how reverse swing plays a role and what it did today to the England team?
I'm not a fast bowler, but I would definitely love to make you understand exactly reverse swing works with an over ball, and this guy is a master of it. I would like to tell you that this guy is a master, and the ball that he bowled to, I would like to call it like what Shane Warne bowled was on a turning track. The ball of the century to Mike Gatting. This was something unbelievable, as equal as I would say a ball of the century, or maybe this century, because the way situation was unfolding. I mean, we lost the first test, then we came back in this game. There were many doubts. Our batsmen, our top order of batsmen, fell like at regular intervals. Only this guy was there. Then the onus was on bowlers to completely, to put India on in the driver's seat. And then Jasprit Bumrah comes in with a beautiful magical spell. And mind you, this guy, you may not see him, like a Shami with the new ball, or as effective as maybe a Mohammad Siraj. But this guy is definitely the greatest when it comes to the old ball. Reverse swing is one of the most difficult job. I mean, we have seen Waqar Yunus, Wasim Akram. Not this generation; they may not have seen people who are the internet generation or the Instagram. But those guys were legends, Wasim and Waqar. But अगर आपको देखना है रिवर्स स्विंग तो यहाँ पर देखो जब बॉल पुरानी हो जाती है आपकी जो एक तरफ की दोनों तरफ की इनफैक्ट शाइन चल जाती है आपकी 30-40 ओवर के बाद कंप्लीटली शाइन चली जाती है तब इफेक्ट होता है धीरे धीरे 40th 50th ओवर में क्योंकि 90 ओवर तक बॉल यूज होता है तो उसके बाद जब आप बॉल इंटेंट करते हैं बाहर जाने का जब बॉलर को बल्लेबाज को लगता है बॉल बाहर जाएगी वो बॉल रिवर्स होके अंदर आती है और जो शाइनी साइड होता है वो आप देखेंगे बाहर होता है तो बॉल अंदर आती है या अंदर रखेंगे तो बाहर सो दिस इज मास्टरी बेसिकली mastery of Jasprit Bumrah, and this cannot be earned or learned in 1 day, 2 days. It's a practice, and it's also, I would say, it's inborn because of the action that this guy has. I mean, it's action. I mean, if you look at the action, it's a it's a closed action, I would say. तो क्लोज्ड एक्शन में जितना बॉल आप एंगल करेंगे उतना चांसेस बढ़ जाता है आई मीन इफ यू लुक एट वसीम एंड वकार दे आल्सो हैड दैट सो बॉल जितना अंदर करने की कोशिश एंड दिस अफेक्ट्स रिवर्स स्विंग में बॉल आप मोस्टली देखेंगे स्टंप उखाड़ देती है एंड दिस इज व्हाट लाइक दिस गाय इज अ मास्टर इन so Jasprit Bumrah I mean what else to explain a fast bowler can explain it better but this was ultimate yeah this was super
Okay.
awesome
Vineet, you want to add on to this?
Yes, yes. So I wanted to add on to this because this was a question that was put up to Jasprit Bumrah when he came to the press conference, and he was asked, how do you master, these kind of deliveries? What goes behind, perfecting these kind of deliveries? And Bumrah had a very interesting answer. He said that these are not magical deliveries, and because Indian bowlers play on Indian conditions, they play a lot of first class cricket on slow pitches. I mean, this is what you do. This is the main weapon. Reverse swing is the main weapon. And in fact, he went on to say that he learned the art of reverse swing much earlier than the conventional swing. That is what he said. So it's a lot of hard work that goes behind it, and it's the kind of conditions that you are playing in first class games on slow tracks like this, placid tracks like this. For a fast bowler, their best ally in a way is these kind of deliveries. I mean, reverse swing he probably is, and he has honed his skills in first class cricket, and that's what he said in the press conference, that these are not magical deliveries. It happens. In fact, he said about that Olipo wicket was that after setting him up after a few away going deliveries, he was thinking of bowling a length delivery, but thought that he hasn't bowled a Yorker, one Yorker yet in this match. So let's try it. And the way it jacked back and tailed in, he said it swung a lot. So that was one of the reasons why Olipov was like beaten all ends up. It swung so late and so in that that creates magic in a way. He says that it's not magical delivery because he has put in the hard work there, but for us viewers, it's magic, yeah, pure magic.
Yes, it's pure magic, and for Stuart Broad also. Broad, who's not a part of this team, but if you go and look at his Instagram, he has shared multiple pictures of that wicket, and he has said, "Well played, Pope," but I would actually give credit to Ashwin for that ball, and I just can't take my eyes off from that delivery. He said that I
Bumrah,
would just congratulate Ashwin again, sorry, Bumrah again and
Bumrah.
again for that delivery. So I think Stuart Broad is also in awe of Bumrah's
I think
delivery.
England camp also did the same thing. I mean, Zach Crawley came for the press conference. He was again asked about the Bumrah sell. He said that there are days when you just nod your cap and say well done. This happened with Olipo, where Rahul Dravid was saying that it was one of those days that he just played such a fantastic game that you couldn't do anything. And Zach Crawley said exactly the same thing about Bumrah, that then when players like this come up with performances like this, you just have to sit back, nod your head, and say well bowled, and you just move on.
Yeah, and that's what Broad also said, that reversing is the biggest weapon that any bowler can use, and Bumrah has done it in the right way. Well, why Ashwin was on my mind, Jamie, because we're getting a lot of questions in our comment section, and people are asking why Ashwin went wicketless today. Ashwin, your frontline spinner, everybody was talking about Ashwin as the key bowler of the Indian team, but he's wicketless. He doesn't look lethal. Why?
Ashwin has had more good days than any other bowler in India's history. So if he has an off day, I'm all for it. The guy has dominated for the last decade. Bumrah's not hardly played 6 matches at home. So I'm all if Ashwin has a bad day and the result is that Bumrah gets six. I'm all for a few more Ashwin bad days. Yeah, Spain has dominated for too long. How often do we get a chance to talk about pace bowlers in India? Ashwin को मारो गोली एक दिन के लिए यार. He's got 490 wickets at home. कोई बात नहीं यार. Let's celebrate Jasprit Bumrah.
Hmm. Yes, well, we are celebrating Jasprit Bumrah, and now we also have Chetan with us. Chetan, Shini was just talking about your comment that you made yesterday in our live show that this match is over. Are you feeling the same even now?
I didn't say this match is over. I said the India is behind the curve.
First comment it was. This match is gone.
हाँ so I said this
Match.
match will be gone. India is behind the curve. मैंने ये कहा था. अब ये थोड़े कहा था मैंने कि इंडिया मैच हार गया है. आप जाके दोबारा देखो. Did I say India has lost the match? I said India is behind the curve. And if we lose, this is the reason we are going to lose because we do not have anybody who scored more than 40 runs. And that's the truth. I'm not the only one who's saying that. Akash Chopra is saying that on Geo Cinema, so I'm not the only idiot. Um,
But what do you think about
but
Indian team now?
but see, when you score 396 after batting first on a pitch like that, you need some sort of magic. आपको मैजिक चाहिए होता है और बुमराह इज मैजिक यार. मैंने पहले भी कहा है कि अगर आप हमारी जनरेशन को ये हमारी जनरेशन कहती थी कि सचिन तेंदुलकर बैटिंग कर रहे हैं तो हम एक बॉल मिस नहीं करेंगे. I think that has been replaced by Jasprit Bumrah is bowling. It's not missing ball. It's a pleasure to watch him bowl. It's a mark of मतलब it's a divine thing really. And यॉर्कर के बारे में मैं क्या कहूँ. I mean बहुत दूर ना एक दुनिया है जहाँ पे लोग नहीं रहते हैं, जहाँ पे यॉर्कर्स रहते हैं. वहाँ पे यॉर्कर्स का राजा जो है वो बुमराह का यॉर्कर है. So it's like that. It's magical. Look, with 396 on the board, आप देखो यार मतलब ठीक है. If you want to prove me wrong, you can happily prove me wrong. But when they were 100 for one, they were scoring at 7 and over. ठीक है, बुमराह की भी अच्छे से पिटाई हो रही थी.
Hmm.
But it just takes that reverse swing to come in, and he's mastered that art of reverse swing. James Anderson, who is so good at reverse swing, he could not get the ball to reverse. In these conditions, he was not that effective. But Bumrah, as soon as the ball got cold, मुकेश कुमार बाउंड्री पे खड़े थे. मुकेश कुमार शायद बॉल चमकाने के लिए इस मैच में उनको लिया गया है. जब भी उनके पास बॉल मारते थे, picks up the
I
ball
believe
ऐसे
Vinny has an
रगड़
answer to it why Mukesh Kumar has been brought
ऐसे
into the game.
ऐसे रगड़ के उसको बॉल को वापस करते थे ना मुकेश. So yeah, I mean it was a magical spell. You needed that magical spell. India hasn't played like a team yet. दो
Yeah.
individual performances के basis पे आप इस मैच में बने हुए हो.
Hmm.
And from here, I think that is a match turning performance from Bumrah. I don't see India losing from here. I think England is behind the curve now, but again, anything can happen. If India puts 250 ka target on the board, I think the match is gone. So yeah, because 200, it's too much of a lead. It's too much of a lead that Bumrah has given India.
Oh yeah, well that's true. But Vineet, you had an answer to
No,
why
just
Mukesh
just
Kumar.
just digressing on that Mukesh Kumar factor. In fact, question was put up to him on Bumrah. What was the thought process behind Mukesh Kumar's selection? And very interestingly, Jasprit Bumrah said that it is a long series and you need to keep the pacers fresh. So, from a rotation policy point of view, was Mukesh Kumar given a game here? So again, another new word from baseball to boom ball to whatever. Now the rotation policy, which had marred England for a long while, has come to the Indian setup now because it's a long series. Just Mohammad Siraj, who bowled just 11 overs in Hyderabad, needed to be rested because of rotation policy, and then Mukesh Kumar comes in, gets hit for 22 runs in 2 overs. The only viable usefulness of Mukesh Kumar was he was given that bowl by Rohit Sharma just to test whether reverse swing was happening or not. The moment it happened, the ball went to Jasprit Bumrah. That was the only viable, useful contribution that Mukesh Kumar made today or probably in the match.
Okay, so taking that rotational policy word from your comment, Vineet, does that policy also apply to Jasprit Bumrah? Does that mean that he'll be sitting out in one of the test matches?
Who knows? I mean, this is what Bumrah said. So if it is the case, maybe I know if India go and win the series 3-1, maybe by the in Dharamshala he may get a rest. Who knows?
Who knows? Yes. Srini, now what team India should do from here? Right now we know that both Rohit and Yashasvi stitched 28 runs at just like at the end of the day in just 20 odd minutes. Can they just help Indian bowlers take some rest on day three? You're on mute, Srini.
Sorry. I'm saying you've been handed a golden opportunity here. I mean, you were really out of this game yesterday. Same time when we were having this show, and I really, I mean, thought to
हाँ
myself that, sorry.
हाँ ठीक है मतलब मैं जब बोला तो इंडिया तुमने बोला इंडिया हार
नहीं,
गया अभी
मुझे तो
इंडिया
लगा, मुझे
ऑलमोस्ट हार
मैंने कहा
नाउ
मुझे
यू आर
चेतन
सेइंग
की
इंडिया ऑलमोस्ट हार गया देन इट्स फाइन
अरे,
है
he was not
when
there.
you say it
Please
that's
explain
fine
to him what I said at the start of the
yeah
show.
okay anyway
This is
continue
exactly
yeah
what I said कि मुझे चेतन की याद आ रही थी.
okay
So no, the point is that this is just like kind of you back from nowhere and you got to kind of make the most of this opportunity. How do you make the most of it? Just don't repeat those mistakes. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
don't repeat those mistakes. There is no rocket science to this. I mean, you're not like you're not discussing what kind of an 11 you're going to play. You're not discussing anymore what his wicket might be, what kind of an 11 might England. You're bang in the middle of a test match heading into day three, right? So it's very simple that you just got to go and stand there, see through the three sessions of the day. If you can stand there for those three sessions without losing wickets, you're there. This test match is yours now. When you were asking Jamie about Ashwin,
Yeah.
about
He went wicketless. What's the
हाँ
reason
मेरे
behind
दिमाग
it?
में तो याद है कि कोई मतलब सुबह जब दिन शुरू हुआ तो वी वर ऑल थिंकिंग अश्विन 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 and evening you're not even thinking about Ashwin, which means
Yeah.
England must have also like probably come to the crowd thinking about Ashwin and took Bumrah for granted maybe, but I'm saying that here is a guy who single-handedly kind of brought you back into the game. What else? What more could you ask for? From now, I guess the one thing you got to do is just stand there, one day at a time, one session at a time. I'm not going to like look beyond it. One day, one session at a time. Start, stand, and stick around until the end of the day. I think you do the basics and you're in. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Chetan, go ahead.
so अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जो क्वेश्चन आया था कि why Ashwin did not take wicket so you have to understand what really happened today that England made a very, very good start. And when the ball was hard and new, they were really going hammer and tongs. और उसमें सारे bowlers की पिटाई हुई थी, बुमराह की भी पिटाई हुई थी. I think lunch के बाद एक ओवर था जब उन्हें 4 चौके पड़े थे या 5 चौके पड़े थे एक ही ओवर में. जैक क्रॉली ने खेल दिया था पकड़ के. So you have to understand कि England made a very, very good start. अब the difference from the previous innings was, जो the previous innings in Hyderabad was, the ball was bouncing a lot more. जिसकी वजह से they were playing conventional shots and they were not going for the reverse sweeps. ठीक है? You have to understand that. So today, while Bumrah was wonderful, the star of the show for me was Kuldeep Yadav during that passage of play. Because of his spin and because of his bounce, उन्होंने लंच से पहले एक ओवर डाला था जिसमें बिल्कुल बाउंस नहीं मिला था because he was bowling flatter. थ्रू दी है बहुत फ्लैट करा रहे थे लंच के बाद उन्होंने इतना लूप दिया है बॉल को इतना लूप दिया है जिसकी वजह से बॉल इतना बाउंस आया है कि इंग्लैंड वर ऑन द बैक फुट व्हेन ही वाज बॉलिंग and he was the one who got those breakthroughs before Bumrah started reversing the ball. So for me, the man who's actually the star of the day today was Kuldeep Yadav before Bumrah's spell started. और वहां पे ही अश्विन और अक्षर बिकॉज ठीक है वो लोग रिवर्स स्वीप नहीं खेल रहे थे बट द बाउंस वाज सच कि somebody like a Zach Crawley doesn't play a lot of reverse sweep but Zach Crawley was playing conventional shots और वहां पे वो हमारे स्पिनर्स को पेल रहा था so that is where Kuldeep Yadav was very very useful और जहां पे आपको and Rohit was looking for something to happen and एक तरफ से कुलदीप दूसरी तरफ से बुमराह he did not need to go to Ashwin and Akshar that much today अक्षर देखो ना 4 ओवर कराया सर वो आज
Okay. With that was, do you think Kuldeep Yadav should be in this 11 for the rest of the test matches as well?
Absolutely. Whatever he did today, and he could have done it on a flat, and he did it on a flat track. Flat track, matlab, batting was easy on this track. I mean, look at the way this guy turned the ball. He was, putting the batsman, asking the batsman to, inviting the batsman to play those drives. and that's how he got his wickets. यही एक रीजन है. देखिए, एक बार जडेजा वापस आ जाएंगे तो एक सवाल बन जाएगा कि भाई अश्विन अगर फ्लैट ट्रैक हुआ, टर्निंग ट्रैक हुआ, फर्स्ट डे से दिख रहा है कि यार मार्क्स आ जाएंगे, तो अश्विन के ऊपर डेफिनेटली सवाल खड़े होना. बिकॉज सी इवन आई हैड सम क्वेश्चंस लाइक Ashwin, somebody who has been a modern day great, turning, spinning great. He was a hit. He has been a superstar only because of these turning tracks. मैं जब फ्लैट ट्रैक होता है तो क्या हो जाता है, मतलब आई एम स्टिल वंडरिंग क्या वो टर्निंग ट्रैक्स पे ही इफेक्टिव हो सकते हैं, फ्लैट ट्रैक्स पे क्या हो जाता है. He can't turn the ball. He cannot, he cannot look threatening. What is the reason? I mean, I want to know if somebody can explain कि क्या exactly reason हो सकता है या क्या way forward है. Right now, Kuldeep Yadav, for me, it's all about Kuldeep Yadav. Exactly, Chetan. I agree with Chetan. The way this guy bowled his art out completely, especially in the absence of Jadeja. I mean, he must be under a lot of pressure, यार. जडेजा नहीं है, आप अक्षर पटेल है, फिर बहुत सारी बातें हैं. आप सीरीज में 1-0 डाउन है, फिर लोग आपके ऊपर देख रहे हैं. Lot of factors were there, but this guy is like amazing, यार. The way he bowled today, beautiful. टिपिकल एक लेग स्पिनर होते हैं, ये लेफ्ट आर्म चाइना मैन है, बट देन वो लेग स्पिनर्स डिलाइट, रेस्ट स्पिनर्स डिलाइट है ना, दैट इज कुलदीप यादव. सो आई मीन मजा आता है देखने को इनको.
The question that you have raised around Ravichandran Ashwin is a very important one, and that also leads us to a question around pitch. Vineet, I would like to know from you what kind of role will this pitch play on day 3?
Look, as per what again, this question was put up to Zach Crawley. He said he doesn't think that the pitch will deteriorate as fast as they would have thought. No, it still looks like a very good wicket, but there is variable bounce, as Chetan mentioned. काफी bounce मिल रहा है. There is enough purchase for spinners as well. There were odd balls that were keeping low. So वो एक factor जरूर रहेगा. That would be a threat throughout. But again, placid tracks, it's seems like it would be a good batting track or a decent batting track also. At the start of day 3 maybe it may deteriorate, but ऐसा लगा नहीं. Even on day 2, by the end of day 2 इतना कुछ उसमें हलचल हो नहीं रही थी ball. I'm guessing it still would be a decent wicket to bat on, at least for the first 2 sessions. But as I said, variable bounce is there. If you bowl smartly, like how Kuldeep Yadav, looped the ball, got the ball to bounce. If that happens, somebody like a Shoaib Bashir could do that. No, he cannot do that. He bowls with a flatter trajectory. He will have to do that. He'll probably have to loop it a bit more. Joe Root would come into action, putting revolutions on the ball. So there is opportunity. There is definitely an opportunity for the spinners also. James Anderson, you saw, he takes the pitch out of the equation, similar to Jasprit Bumrah. So there is still an opportunity for England, but then again, I'll say India it still would be a batting condition, and Jaiswal, Rohit Sharma should be able to utilize this. Go, without any wickets lost for the first session would be ideal for them. But at least for the first hour of play, don't lose wickets. Should not be losing wickets, and you could score good amount of runs at a quicker, brisk pace. The pitch is going to hold up really well, at least for the first 2 sessions, is what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, we'll see what will happen in the first session tomorrow. And for now, let's move to our rapid fire round. We're getting a lot of questions. So, would request our producer to take the first question, and would also request our panelists to please keep it quick and rapid. So, first question, please. Oh, this one's for Vineet from Sharad Chandra. Is asking, where is Vineet, sir? He was hyping baseball.
Of course, यार उस baseball की वजह से आप जीते हैं पहला टेस्ट मैच, so why not hype it? I mean, if something is working for them, we should hype it, right? I mean, I'm just reporting what I'm seeing, and if baseball was working for them in the first test, I said it was working for them. यहाँ पे baseball, I don't think they tried. I mean, Jack Crawley wala thing, you could say that baseball try kiya tha. There was a nothing unnecessary shot that you went for, and that opened the floodgates. You could have just really, looked for finishing that over after hitting Aksar for a six. Hype नहीं कर रहा हूँ. जो था वो मैंने आपको बताया. Baseball worked in the first test. Second में boom ball चल रहा है, तो I'll probably hype up boom ball now.
That's right. Well, let's move to the next one. Ashwini has something to say on
No, I
baseball.
mean, वो Zach Crawley का we did mention when he was batting क्या baseball मतलब what exactly that is like when you were watching Zach Crawley bat today लग रहा था ये गया game further it's gone like
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. The way both, Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley were batting. And I remember Vineet and I had a word in one of our live sessions. And that was the time where Vineet, you said that anything can happen to this game, especially the way those two were batting. But okay, thanks to Jasprit Bumrah, what he has done, and Kuldeep Yadav as well. Well, let's move to the next question, please. This one's from Ujjwal Mora. He's saying, "अब घर में भी बुमराह बचाएंगे. Worrying signs for India. Too much dependency on him." Chetan, what's your take on this?
I have no take on this. मतलब बुमराह क्या टाइम पास करने के लिए खेल रहे हैं? What sort of
अच्छा,
comment is
you
that?
mean कि इस
घर में
मैच में
भी बुमराह बचाएंगे मतलब he's not playing just for making the numbers up. Now he's a player. He's supposed to bowl.
Yeah.
Very weird comment.
Next comment, please. This one's from Atharv Joshi. Fast bowling has been a revolution for India. Onwards, Virat taking captaincy job for tests, be it helpful conditions or flat. We don't need dust balls to win test matches. Need to groom more young
This
fasters.
is
Okay,
a
this one fast
this is
bowling.
a comment worth taking. Yes. While first sentence, I'm going to leave that aside. You don't need dust bowls. You have a very good all-round attack. विराट की कैप्टनसी में भी जो फेस था 16 से लेके 19 तक स्पेसिफिकली जब आपने घर पे इतने सारे टेस्ट मैचेस खेले हैं आई थिंक 19 ऑनवर्ड्स दिस डस्ट बॉल थिंग स्टार्टेड व्हेन साउथ अफ्रीका केम बीच में 2015 में एक सीरीज थी वहां पे थोड़े से एक दो डस्ट बॉल बने थे आई रिमेंबर नागपुर दिल्ली में बट उसके अलावा बीच में देव हैड सम रियली गुड एक पुणे का टेस्ट मैच था जो 3 दिन के अंदर इंडिया हार गई थी उल्टा पड़ गया था उसके अलावा वी हैव had some really good test wickets and we had good pacers to bowl, good spinners to bowl on that. And both got wicket taking opportunities and India had a perfect template to win matches on those wickets. But अब ये WTC में qualify करने के चक्कर में सारा काम खराब होता है.
Okay. Next question, please. This one's from KK. Ash make a habit to bowl on rank Turner and forgotten to bowl on this type of pitch. Exactly same happened with Ashwin. This is about Ashwin and the pitches. Jamie, would request you to please answer KK.
Ashwin has got 490 something wickets, of which probably 80% have come at home on all sorts of tracks. So, bizarre comment to my mind.
Okay. Next question, please. This one's from Uttam Gajera. I still think India have to post 500 plus target. Not every time Bumrah will produce magical spell. What's your thought? What's your thought, guys?
True. 396
Oh
was
yeah,
not enough.
obviously. Produce magical what's your, I mean magical spell obviously magical spell magic कभी कभी होता है regularly नहीं होता unless I mean आप वैसे situation में आ जाए. See this was extraordinary यार. This was extraordinary और magical मतलब miracle happens only sometimes. But this guy Bumrah has the ability to produce magical spells maybe at regular intervals. Not
Okay.
every match, every inning, but regular intervals.
Okay. And what's your take on this one? I still think India have to post 500 plus target.
200 plus
टारगेट
नहीं 300 300 साढ़े 300
Listen,
बहुत
टारगेट
है.
listen,
वो
500 प्लस पोस्ट करना है 499 क्यों नहीं कर सकते या 501 क्यों नहीं कर सकते
वो चाह नहीं खत्म होती है
अरे
इसकी.
खड़े रहो वहां पे यार 3 सेशन खड़े
हाँ,
रहो वहां पे यार, मतलब जहाँ मेरे
वो
प्रॉब्लम
खत्म
है
नहीं.
2 विकेट गिर जाए तो मेरे को डर लगता है कि 200 बनेंगे नहीं इनके, मैं यहाँ 500 की बात कर रहे हैं, पहले खड़े तो रहो वहां पे 3 सेशन.
Right. Next comment, please. Vineet, you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to add कि 500 का टारगेट मत देखो, the first innings देखो. Yes, you scored 396. I said it's a very good total, but I'll still say कि you still could have added 70, 80 if in that day one final session Akshar Patel, Sikar Bhatt जिस तरीके से out हुए. It should not have been 336 for 6. It should have been 350 or 320 for 4, and then the 396 should have been a 450. Then you would have killed the game completely. You are just leaving that margin for error, or you're just giving that thing. So
Okay.
I will say कि फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में आपको ज्यादा करना है. 500 का टारगेट नहीं, 500 फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में करने का
मैं बोल
सोचना
रहा
है.
था, कोई एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा था ये. जब मैं ये कल बोल रहा
अरे
था
भाई
तब
मैंने भी
कोई
तो यही
एक्सेप्ट नहीं
बोला.
कर रहा था. आज सब स्मार्ट हो गए.
मैंने भी यही बोला था. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ही स्मार्ट है, सारी स्मार्ट है यहाँ पे.
हाँ ठीक है.
सब मैंने भी यही बोला था.
आज
मेरा
सारे स्मार्ट हो
Okay,
गए.
we'll
मेरा
take next comment. We'll take
मेरा
next
लैपटॉप
comment.
म्यूट पे था चेतन, मेरा लैपटॉप म्यूट पे था, लेकिन मैं हमेशा हमेशा यही कह रहा था या यू आर राइट, वो म्यूट पे था तो सुन नहीं पा रहा था.
एक चीज है सिर्फ रिलैक्स नहीं होना चाहिए. See, विनिंग ऑन फर्स्ट इनिंग्स को लेकर रिलैक्स नहीं होना चाहिए. दे शुड थिंक दैट मैच अभी भी बना है, आप उसको कैपिटलाइज कैसे करें. क्योंकि अगर आप रिलैक्स होगी कि हमने लीड ले लिया है, चिल मार रहे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. You have
हो
to be on
गया
the ball.
पहले दिन पहले 2 दिन वो हो गया, यहाँ से आगे कैसे बढ़ना है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. And right now we have Ujjwal Moral's question. What's the point of having defensive fields when you can't stop the runs? Um, what do you have to say about the field, Jamie?
I mean, we've discussed this. Rohit's captaincy has been far from spot on. Bowling changes have been somewhat decent, but we saw this. I mean, the moment the spinners came on in Hyderabad, Jadeja bowled the ninth over. There were two people back, and the people on who were even talking on the commentary team were like, "What is going on?" So I think this is going to be a common theme with Rohit Sharma because he's not that experienced in Test. I don't think he's captain even 12 tests or something overall. So he's still in the infancy stage of his test captaincy. We discussed the field placings. That's going to be a problem. But I think the problem gets amplified when you're playing against baseball because the whole point of baseball is to try and put pressure. This problem was not so evident against Australia, or against West Indies. Even today, in the second session, they scored at 4.5 ke aspas. So these problems are made to look somewhat more of a problem when Zach Crawley and Ben Duckett. Against other teams, we're not going to have this problem. Or Deko Ashwin had one bad day, ab log usko upar chid gaye. The guy is an all-time great. After Anil Kumble, there's no spinner, and he gets you hundreds as well. So unfortunately, the nature of people who watch these shows, they also fluctuate day by day. So I wouldn't be too harsh on Rohit Sharma
I
on a day when you got a lead of 173. Where I'll be harsh on him is why in the hell are you playing Mukesh Kumar? You don't
Yeah.
need a second pacer. Mukesh Kumar ko khila rahe ho. Go after Rohit Sharma for something like that, not for field placements. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay, next comment, please. This one's for Srini and Chetan from Nisarg Patel. He's asking, do you think India's slowly going old pitches from this, not Vizag pitch, ranked turners? Chetan, I would request you to answer this first, and then we'll put this to Srini.
मतलब I didn't understand. Are you saying कि they are now going back to the old type of pitches which were flatter? आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो? तो अगर आप ये कह रहे हो तो I am not sure क्योंकि the World Test Championship qualification is not on the line was इस series में. If this series was next year, तब ये पक्का rank turners बन रहे होते. ठीक है, पक्का rank turners बन रहे होते because the qualification would have been on the line. Although I believe the qualification is still on the line क्योंकि आप देखो इंडिया के मैचेस आगे क्या हैं. बांग्लादेश घर पे, न्यूजीलैंड घर पे, but then we are playing 5 tests in Australia. ठीक है, so I know we won the last 2 test series in Australia, but I don't think that is going to be the case this time around given the situation in our test team. So I personally think the qualification is already on the line, but इतना दूर का कोई सोचता नहीं है Indian cricket में. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, but it is anybody's guess.
Okay. Well, we'll come to this point again. But before that, I'll take up one question for Vineet because Vineet has to leave. He has to go somewhere. And this question is from KK to Vineet. He's asking, KS Bharat is selected for his wicket keeping skill, but today his keeping wasn't that good. What's your thought?
अरे स्टंपिंग मिस कर दिया था ना बेन डकेट का. सो या नॉट अ गुड डे एज अ कीपर फॉर हिम. जो आप प्राइमरी स्किल के लिए जो आपने आपको सेलेक्ट किया था, डिडंट हैव अ गुड डे यार. आई मीन या तो एक दो फंबल भी थे एंड दैट स्टंपिंग, चलो इट डिड नॉट कॉस्ट इंडिया दैट मच बट कुड वेरी वेल हैव बीन अ costly miss. So yeah, I mean I agree to that. Was not good today, but still he's India's best keeper. As Chetan would say, not the ideal bat. But I agree to that. Yes, KK
And
didn't
then
have the best of days as a keeper.
as an
Vinny,
extension to that
Yeah.
one, Uncle first is saying Jurel should come in the next test.
अरे इतनी जल्दी कुछ चेंजेस मत करो.
but Vinny, मेरे को एक बात बता, since you're there, so if this wicket, if the rest of the series is going to be similar to the wickets are going to be similar to what we saw in Vizag, okay, then you can do with KL Rahul. I mean, KL Rahul, if he has the appetite to keep wickets, I'm just saying, I'm just thinking aloud. If these are not
Yeah.
ranked turners, I'm just saying that he's good enough to actually go out and do the keeping.
But Srini, it's about the exertion. I mean, to field 100 overs, to be on the field, every delivery, squatting up and down, and then playing that crucial number 4 position. That exertion here also. I mean, he has had multiple injury concerns, surgeries. Say he's coming back, so you really don't want to put that kind of exertion on your one of the key
Maybe
players.
it's
I
the
think that would be
exertion.
the reason why. That is
Maybe
the
the
reason why.
exertion.
Exertion. That is
Fair
purely
enough.
the exertion reason is why probably don't want KL Rahul to keep in Indian conditions. I mean, maybe of course overseas you probably will get that advantage of an extra batter, but India, I mean, that's probably the reason why the exertion factor, nothing more.
Yeah, true. True.
This could
Okay.
have happened if KL Rahul would have been a keeper first, then a batter.
Hmm. Okay.
फर्क नहीं है
Well,
फिर भी
thank you so
करना ही
much,
है ना जो
Vineet.
करना
Well, thank you
है.
so much, Vineet, for joining with us. It was great having you here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay, let's continue our rapid fire round. Let's take up the next question. Will Bumrah play all five tests, or will the team rest him for the third test and play him in the fourth? I think Vineet already had thrown some light on this topic. He mentioned what Bumrah mentioned about the rotational policy, and he said that it'll be anybody's guess whether Bumrah will be playing the fourth test or the fifth test. Do you think so? This can even happen? Jamie, can you hear me?
Yeah, look, Bumrah's never played five test matches in one series in a row. And if the second pacer is going to be so terrible, and there's no Jadeja, and your third spinner is not going to do much, he's going to have to bowl a lot of overs. So logically, I don't see him bowling. He's already bowled far too many overs than I thought he would do. He's been the best bowler by a long shot, but it's very tough to expect him to play five on these tracks. अब वो तीसरा है कि चौथा है, I don't know about that, but I don't see him playing five test matches if he's going to be helping the team out every time he's called on to bowl. Someone's going to have to make this guy's life easier.
And as Vineet said, that we can perhaps see him resting in the fifth test match that will happen in Dharamshala. If India will be 3-1 in this test series, only then it can happen. Otherwise, there is no point resting Jasprit Bumrah because you really don't have anyone else to save you in this series. So that's one case. Next question, please. Good to see the pitches in this series having everything for batting spinners and fast bowlers. Harsh, we have discussed a lot about pitches. So thank you so much for your comment. Next comment, please. In such pitches, India should pick Kuldeep as the number one spinner. Srini, what's your take on this one? Because now, when Kuldeep is back in the team, in the 11, everyone is saying that Kuldeep should be there till the five test matches. That means for the coming test matches as well.
Of course, but ये number one spinner क्या होता है? I mean, yeah, I mean, Kuldeep is right now you're seeing how valuable he is.
याद है श्रीनी याद हमें याद है वो comment.
कौन सा?
He's our number one spinner overseas. Never played overseas again. 6 साल हो गए उस बात को.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like even otherwise, I think number one spinner, like he's our number one batter. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Kuldeep, the way he's there is no doubt the return of Kuldeep has actually kind of fueled our minds with kind of have made us think in terms of what he brings to the table, and in conditions like these, he's so invaluable. So,
Hmm.
well, I mean, whenever there is an opportunity, coming into this test match, I really was thinking, and not because of his abilities in terms of what he brings to the table, but in terms of the balance of the squad, I was worried that probably nahi khelega. But I'm glad the way it turned out. But
Yeah.
I was really thinking that shayad jagah nahi banega uska. But all said and done on pitches like these, yeah, number one. Yeah,
Okay, next comment, please.
If Jadeja was not injured, would he have played this test match?
possible. Yeah, true.
Hmm?
That's also a very
मैं तो उल्टा जडेजा
No
नहीं था
way.
जगह
There
नहीं
is no
बनेगा.
way he would have played this test match if Jadeja was not injured.
हाँ नहीं मैं
No
मैं
way,
अलग
no
कर
way.
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि जडेजा नहीं था तभी भी मैं सोच रहा था कि शायद बनेगा क्या
हाँ
इस
हाँ
बार.
नहीं. Even I said कि he should be playing all 5 test matches ahead of Akshar Patel, but ठीक है, Rahul Dravid is conservative in his choice of selection.
Okay. This question is for Jamie from Harsh Purohit. Do modern day batters do not have the skill set to play reverse swing, or is it all due to two new balls and other factors?
Ricky Ponting couldn't play reverse swing. Michael Clark couldn't play reverse swing. And the second thing is there's not enough reverse swing going around. So I don't. I mean, I've seen an era where Wasim and Waqar were getting the best of their times. Batsmen far more skilled. So when they couldn't spell reverse swing, when reverse swing was rampant, I don't think. Of course, the standard might have dipped, but I don't see any massive lack of application against reverse swing. We don't see reverse swing anymore. So when it happens and guy stumps gets played, these kind of comments are natural. But I've seen the best in the world struggle against far better reverse swing. So I don't agree with
The
it.
only time, the only time I've seen a batter succeed against reverse swing, I think it was Sachin Tendulkar against Dale Steyn, and the
Correct.
way and the only way he succeeded was he protected his inside line. He played for the incoming delivery कि reverse होगा, ball अंदर को आएगा, वो उसके लिए खेलेंगे. Ball अगर बाहर जा रहा है, he will let it go. मतलब he will not try to shield that delivery or play at that delivery. So he was protecting his inside line, and that's why he survived that spell. That's the only time I've seen a batter, to be very honest, to be मतलब एक वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर के सामने जो रिवर्स स्विंग कर रहा है उसको फेंड ऑफ करते हुए. उसके अलावा आई हैव नॉट सीन. इट्स वेरी टफ.
And that's because this is the best batsman ever. So you expect him to find a way. There's no,
Yeah,
no one else can do it. Yeah.
no, but
Yeah,
not many can do it. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Next question, please. We cannot trust our batters. बहुत बार धोखा दे चुके हैं unless they show some consistency. I would request you, Joel, to please show some trust in our batters on day 3 because अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है second innings की, तो थोड़ा सा आप trust दिखाइए. I'll take this comment. अगर फिर भी नहीं चले Indian batters, तो I'll definitely take this comment. Ankur
It's
Biswas
coming from
saying
the
now.
first test. Surami, it's coming from the first test. I mean, first test में हमारा advantage था first inning में. You could have won
I
that
know,
game.
I know.
So it's difficult to gain. I mean, look at this innings also. I mean, particular innings. Only this guy mattered. Yashasvi Jaiswal. If there was no 200 from this guy, क्या होता है यार? So trust, lack
Yeah,
of trust तो रहेगा ही यार.
you have to respect. बेचारे ने धोखा खाया है तभी कुछ नहीं कर
Yeah. Now, Gil Ayer will score 50s and retain their place for the remaining 3 tests. I just hope that they score 50s. I have lost hope, but I really hope that they score 50s at least now on day 3, Ankar. And if that happens, I'll be happy for at least this test match. Who knows what will happen in the next one? But for this test match, I really want Gil and Ayer to score at least 50s. Next comment, please. Bumrah getting in ahead of Joe Root is a big win just into 3 innings of this series. Harsh, we discussed this at length at the start of this live session only. We discussed all the wickets that Bumrah took, and I think Jamie or Taus explained beautifully how Bumrah took the wicket of Joe Root. So, I'd request you to rewind a bit and if you can listen to that conversation. Next comment, please. Okay, Ujjwal saying that's why I criticize WTC. Pitches have been very spicy. Result oriented pitches are great. Wicket ko lottery mat banao. Srini, what's your take on the pitches? बहुत से लोगों का कहना है WTC के बाद pitches खराब हो गए हैं या फिर हमारे batters या bowlers अच्छा perform नहीं करते because of WTC pitches. What is this around WTC pitches?
See, कोई भी हो अपने घर पे खेल रहा है तो एडवांटेज के लिए खेल रहा है, रिजल्ट के लिए खेल रहा है. बड़ा सिंपल है. और आप जो जितना ज्यादा आप अपने घर का एडवांटेज देखोगे और रिजल्ट के लिए खेलोगे, अपने स्ट्रेंथ पे खेलने को देखोगे, उतना आप डॉक्टरिंग, लेट मी यूज दैट वर्ड डॉक्टरिंग बिकॉज देयर इज नो सटल वर्ड फॉर इट. आप हाथ लगाते हो तो आप डॉक्टरिंग ही करते हो. तो देर इज नो सटल टर्म फॉर इट. आप जहां पे भी अपना होम स्ट्रेंथ पे खेलने की कोशिश करोगे आप यही करोगे. अब इंडिया में आपको, मेरा ये थियरी है, हो सकता है होना भी चाहिए कि शायद मैं गलत रहूं, बट मेरा ये थियरी कि अभी आप स्पोर्टिंग विकेट देख रहे हो विशाखापट्टनम में, क्यों देख रहे हो? आप क्या सडनली राहुल द्रविड़ साहब और रोहित शर्मा सडनली सोचे कि नहीं नहीं बॉस लेट्स प्ले इन द राइट स्पिरिट ऑफ द गेम? नहीं, इनको डर लग रहा है कि ये भाई कुछ स्पिन खेल सकते हैं क्या? तुम रैंक टर्नर बनाओगे, वो 3 स्पिनर वहां खड़ा करेंगे, वो तो तुमसे हार्डली नहीं खेला जाता. तुमसे बशीर का तुम विकेट देके जाते हो. मतलब मैं कह रहा हूँ, और वो तो तुम्हारी शुक्र है कि वो है नहीं, वो क्या नाम है उसका, लीच. तो तुम यहाँ रैंक टर्नर बनाओगे, वो आके तुम ही खड़े नहीं रह पाओगे ना, तुम ही बैटिंग नहीं कर पाओगे. हम तो कल ही डिस्कस कर रहे थे ना भाई, कितने लड़के हैं इस टीम में जो बैठ के खेलते हैं, स्वीप करते हैं. कल ही ये बात ही चल रही थी. तो हम अभी रैंक टर्नर नहीं बना रहे हैं. वो इसलिए नहीं बना रहे हैं हम क्योंकि हमको खुद को खेलना नहीं आता. तो ना हम पेस विकेट दे सकते हैं, ना हम घास वाली विकेट दे सकते हैं, ना हम स्पिनिंग कर, तो इसलिए हमने स्पोर्टिंग विकेट दे दी. ऑलवेज लुक एट द बिग पिक्चर.
मुझे याद है थोड़े दिन पहले जेमी ने भी सेम कमेंट किया था, उन्होंने बताया था किस तरीके से हमने इतने सालों में अलग अलग पिचेस ट्राई करी है और हर पिच पे हम लोग नहीं जीते हैं. सो आई थिंक दैट्स अ परफेक्ट आंसर टू व्हाट हर्ष वाज आस्किंग. KK is saying think they are going this type of this pitches cause of due to absence of our senior players, especially Jadeja and Kohli. KK, I think we have discussed the pitch topic at length in all our live sessions. So it's not because of the absence of Jadeja and Kohli. There are multiple reasons, and I think Srini just explained it very well few minutes back. So we'll request you to listen to that. Next question, please. Surya Pratap is asking, are Gill and Iyer already out from the next test, or are we really waiting for next innings performance? Who knows? That's what you feel. Are we waiting for just another inning failure, and then we'll
How
be?
many more chances? So at least Shubman Gill, how many more chances he needs to perform? At least this innings, he's got this innings, second
अरे
innings to at least come out.
विराट आएगा तो शुभमन वैसे ही बाहर है यार.
वैसे ही बाहर
Yeah.
है, वैसे ही बाहर.
Hmm.
अय्यर विराट बाहर है, विराट आएगा, शुभमन बाहर, पतिदार अंदर आ जाएगा. Patidar will continue to play, or maybe Shreyas here will be out. Confusion ही confusion. KL Rahul if he comes back. I mean, कौन आ रहा है यहाँ पर अभी announce नहीं हुआ है. But then yeah, when we're talking about these guys, Gill तो definitely he's going to go out if Virat is back. But then अभी और कितने चाहिए? This second innings एक और मौका मिला है. टेस्ट क्रिकेट जिंदगी आपको दो मौका नहीं देती है, मगर टेस्ट क्रिकेट देता है. तो भाई ये दो मौका यूज कर लो, दूसरा वाला नहीं तो फिर मुश्किल है.
Yeah. Well, Gill and Iyer didn't perform well with the bat, but kudos to the way they took catches today. Iyer took a brilliant catch, and Shubman Gill took 4 catches, I guess. So, good day in field, but definitely not with the bat. Next comment, please. Who all be other fast bowlers for India alongside Bumrah in absence of Shami? This one's an interesting one. Chetan, I want to know from you. और कौन से फास्ट बॉलर्स हमें अच्छे नजर आ सकते हैं बुमराह के अलावा शमी की
मुकेश
एब्सेंस?
कुमार को भी छोड़ के.
हाँ, मुकेश कुमार को छोड़ दीजिए, सिराज को भी आप छोड़ दीजिए. अब आप ऑप्शंस लेके आइए.
कब के लिए? अगले टेस्ट मैच के लिए?
December.
December is too far off, यार.
Irrelevant question for this series.
आप मुझे बताइए कि कौन से अच्छे फास्ट बॉलर्स हो सकते हैं. यू ट्राई सिराज, he didn't.
On a larger front, let me answer this.
This is a very, like Jamie said, it's an irrelevant question. Why? आपको अच्छे फास्ट बॉलर आप किस चीज के लिए पूछ रहे हो? अगले 5 साल के लिए या शमी की एब्सेंस में इस दिसंबर के लिए? अगर इस दिसंबर के लिए पूछ रहे हो तो you already have मुकेश कुमार, सिराज, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा. These guys will go. Maybe somebody will come up over the next 8 to 9 months. They're backing Avesh Khan. They will see how Avesh Khan, develops over the next 8 to 9 months. So,
Okay.
I mean, what
This
other
question, let's be honest, it's not a bad question. It's a good question. We can address it in another show. Because we can do a separate show on what is the quality of fast bowling available.
No, I
that
think
is fine. That is
what are
fine.
the
We always
resources?
address that. We always address that. What I'm trying to say is कि अगर आप दिसंबर के लिए भी सोच रहे हो, you already have names. The same names. Siraj will go there. Shami अगर नहीं है तो Siraj will go. Prasidh Krishna will go there. ठीक है, Mukesh Kumar will go there. And like I said, Avesh Khan ko they are
Sony Singh asking for this series only. Bumrah cannot be.
Also you have Siraj, you have Mukesh, you have
But I think
again,
where Sony is coming from, वो पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि कैसे चलेगा काम, क्योंकि आपने सिराज को ट्राई किया, सिराज couldn't work for टीम इंडिया, मुकेश को ट्राई किया, वो भी नहीं चले. आपके पास सिर्फ बुमराह ही है जो
bowled 3 overs. I will not say कि मुकेश नहीं चले. He's bowled 3 overs on a very batting friendly wicket. Siraj bowled less than 15.
नहीं 3 से ज्यादा डाले यार. He's bowled some 8 overs and all were terrible.
Raj bowled 11 overs in the first test match.
Are we going to sit here and judge players on every spell they are going to bowl?
No. But the bigger picture, you don't, like I've been saying for 3 weeks, you don't need a second pacer. If your second pacer is not good, you don't need. That's the bigger picture. So why are people asking? छोड़ना नहीं है. 5 मिनट खिला लो यार.
People are asking, see the thing is, even if people are asking because the team management is going to play 2 pacers. That's not going to change. So
which is a mistake.
And the thing is कि मुकेश कुमार 7 ओवर करा रहे हैं. Nobody is judging him on it. It's not कि उसको अगले मैच के लिए ड्रॉप कर देंगे या सिराज को वापस ले आएंगे, मतलब इट्स नॉट इवन अ ड्रॉप राइट नाउ, ही इज प्लेइंग बिकॉज सिराज इज बीइंग रेस्टेड। तो यहाँ पे चॉपिंग एंड चेंजिंग नहीं हो रहा है परफॉर्मेंस के बेसिस पे। सो दैट्स द थिंग। सो वही जो नाम है वही नाम खेलेंगे। The thing is, can Bumrah play 5 tests? That is the big question mark.
Yeah. Well, only time will tell. Who knows what this team is thinking. We'll take just
Not
one
even
last
5.
question.
Not even 5. Can he play 4? Because if India wins, you know, this series by the 4th test, 3-1 agar kar diya, theek hai, then Dharamshala mein he has no business playing.
Yeah.
But can he play 4 tests? That's the thing.
That's also a very important question, and let's see what this team decides. For now, we'll take one last question in this live session, and this one's from Sports Fan. What total will be safe against England? We have seen baseball chasing 350 plus totals. We'll put this question to all our panelists, starting with Srini.
What total will be safe against England? We have तो यही तो कह रहा हूँ, nothing in this particular thing, you know, nothing is safe. Aapko right now I wouldn't be thinking about a total. I know I have to give a number because that's the meaning of the show. The point is no total. I mean, right now I wouldn't be thinking of totals and all. Right now, just tomorrow, just bat well. That said, obviously 4th innings, you're not looking at leaving them anything less than 350 runs
Okay.
minimum.
Chetan?
Anything 250 plus is game over.
Okay.
It's not the to chase down 350.
Okay.
इंडिया में 350 नहीं चेज होता यार।
ओ जैक क्रॉली आज जो बैटिंग कर रहा था वो गलती से आउट नहीं होता तो भाई साहब पता नहीं गेम कहाँ होता आज।
That's not the 4th innings ना यार।
No, I'm just saying.
we're talking about the 4th innings chase. 4th innings में you can't chase down 350.
No, but I'm saying you are well comfortable enough right now to post a 350 plus. That's
yeah. But I'm saying कि 250, 275 that should be winnable.
Okay. Jamie?
Yeah, it should be 250, but just because this is baseball, I'm saying 350. But just to pick up on Srini's point, tomorrow it's not about runs. You got the runs. Tomorrow is Shubman Gill, Iyer have to find ways to score runs. India have this match.
You need to spend time throughout the day.
You need to bat the whole day.
You really need to
Relearn the art of taking matches into 5 days. Tomorrow is an ample opportunity. I think Jaiswal could get another 170 tomorrow by stumps, but I want others to justify the hype and the presence. Tomorrow, there was some question about someone said that Iyer and Gill will score 50s. I don't think they're capable of getting to even 40 in this current form. I would like to see them, if the chance comes, I would like to see them try and get to 50 because Kohli will come back, KL Rahul will come back. Patidar is not going to make the kind of stupid mistake he made against that ball. He's going to make sure the ball doesn't roll anywhere near the stumps. This is a hungry guy. So forget the match total. Match like Chetan said, wo ho gaya, 250 is enough. Tomorrow is for Gill and Iyer to remind us, to remind the social media trolls why they got into this team.
Absolutely. Really, we really need to see Gill and
250 is not like कि guaranteed नहीं है, ठीक है?
But
guaranteed नहीं है. I mean, the thing is कि Yashasvi and Rohit goes, then we are again into a lineup which is not scoring.
Right.
But the question,
hear me out. Even if you give them 250 and you get there, मतलब रो के, ठीक है? अगर आप रो के 250 पहुंचोगे ना, तो the momentum and confidence is with England. ठीक है? So if they are batting by stumps tomorrow, then England can still chase down 250 because they still have 2 days remaining. Day 3 पे इतना वो आएगा या नहीं. So India needs to bat time. India really needs to bat time.
But Chetan, the lead is already 173. You're going to get a lead of 250. वो होगा. You're going to, if they bat the whole day, the lead will be 400 tomorrow. That's India's strength.
Yes,
मैं कह रहा हूँ कल का दिन batting कर लो. These jokers need to find some runs.
But what I'm saying
is, really need to see how
within
Shubman
100
and Shreyas Iyer are approaching this test.
No, wait, hear me out. I'm just saying कि अगर समझ लो कल 100-150 रन पे भी आपका कल collapse हो जाता है, still the lead is 320, which is enough.
बिल्कुल.
But England, this English team is all mindset, mind games.
Yeah.
So if India is 120 all out tomorrow, ठीक है? I'm talking just tomorrow. आज का छोड़ दो. कल अगर आप 120 पे all out हो जाते हो, कल के उस पे, आज के यहाँ से आगे खेलना शुरू करो. कल आपने सिर्फ 120 रन बनाए और आपके 10 विकेट गिर गए. England is taking that belief, that momentum, that confidence कि boss, We
Yeah.
are in this test. We can win this test. That is how that England team thinks.
Hmm.
वो
क्योंकि
डिनाई करना है, वो
हाँ,
डिनाई करना है आपको कल सारा दिन बैटिंग करके, उनको तोड़ना है,
Correct.
उनको मेंटली ब्रेक डाउन करना है.
हाँ, क्योंकि फिर उनके लिए ये रहेगा कि यार 290 ही तो है, अब हमें 290 को they'll take it here and then they'll bat likewise. But I agree with Jamie and what you said, Chetan. Team India really needs to bat the whole day tomorrow, and we really need to see how Shubman Gill and Shreyas Iyer gonna bat. Taus, what's your take quickly on what sports fans asking?
No, nothing different. Obviously, because I mean यहाँ पर आप श्रेयस अय्यर या शुभमन गिल को घर तो नहीं जाना है जल्दी. काम तो यही है क्रिकेट में बल्लेबाजी करना पूरा दिन क्रिकेट टाइम फील्ड पे बिताना. तो दिस इज द बेस्ट टाइम. सी 350 आई वुड से 250 में क्रिकेट विल बी द विनर. मतलब हमारी हार हो सकती है 250 में, क्योंकि विकेट जैसे जैक क्रोली ने बोला है in the press conference that the wicket is not going to deteriorate easily because it's a good batting track. So here 250 is also not safe. तो आप सेफ्टी के लिए मत खेलो, आप जीतने के लिए खेलो. बैट आउट देयर, आखिर तक खेलो, जितना भी खींच सको खींचो. I mean, enjoy your batting, yaar. You haven't scored, Shubman Gill. This is the best time. You cannot get this is not a bad track. This is not a turning track. Go and get a century. Confidence अपने आप आएगा. Get 450, 500 plus खत्म है यार. 450 के ऊपर गया, 350, 400 के ऊपर गया ना, साइकोलॉजिकल एडवांटेज अगेन आई वुड से. आई हैड ऑलरेडी सेड 350 के ऊपर होना चाहिए.
Well, yes, India have an edge, and India are leading by 171 runs, thanks to what Jasprit Bumrah did on day two. Also, a lot of credit goes to what Yashasvi Jaiswal did on day one and day two. And right now, we're looking forward to this game, and let's see what will happen on day three. Do connect with us at 9 a.m. Tomorrow. We'll be coming with more such interesting details live from Vizag, as we have Vineet Ramakrishnan over there. For now, thank you so much, everyone, for joining in this live session.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.